Is the iPod fueling a religious movement? According to a new Pew study, more people around the world are downloading religious podcasts. The study found internet users search for religious and spiritual information more than they download music, participate in online auctions, or even look at adult websites. More than 1 million sermons are accessed each month from sermonaudio.com. That's according anyway to the man who runs it. So
there's your source.
There's your source.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got that clear.
Well, the NBA playoffs right around the corner.
Yeah, coming right up. But Greg Wrubell has already found some playoff highlights. Mr. Wrubell?
Yeah, not basketball, mind you, but yeah, playoff highlights. Morning, guys. In tennis, when there's a zero, we call it love.
I know.
Why?
It's so sweet.
Why on earth do we do that? That's our brain bender question.
I might know the answer to this. Oh.
There you go.
Huh.
Yeah, why is a zero love in tennis? That's our brain bender question today. Yeah, and there's a tennis player on his head.
I think
Do you know who that player is, though, on his head?
I do not know.
No. No idea.
Do you?
No.
No, me either.
It's not integral to the question or the answer.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see you.
See you next hour.
Thanks, you too. All right, country superstar Dolly Parton will help send our national symbol flying today. Parton will help free an eaglet in eastern Tennessee, sending it back into the wild. The 14-week-old eaglet was raised by the American Eagle Foundation. The bald eagle was removed from the endangered species list last year.
Again, all safe and sound.
That is so cute, isn't it? Darling. All right, 5:55 right now, 30 degrees. Straight ahead, the Olympic torch come and gone from California, but not without protest. Up next on Eyewitness News today, what Olympic organizers are saying about the rest of the relay. President Bush is set to offer a progress report to the nation today on the Iraq War, and it'll likely be mixed news for servicemen and their families.
The president is working to make sure that we have enough troops in the area to do the job that needs to be done, and that we are working on the other tracks as well.
The president is expected to take the advice of General David Petraeus against any more troop drawdowns beyond July. But he'll also announce an end to the 15-month tours, instead leaving troops who are deployed after August in Iraq for a year at a time. Meanwhile, the Bush administration also asking international donors to boost contributions for Iraqi refugees. Washington is pushing countries in Europe, the Middle East, and in Iraq itself to fill an expected $400 million shortfall this year. The UN has asked for $900 million to help millions of Iraqi refugees displaced by the war. The violence, meanwhile, in Iraq continuing. Police in Baghdad's Sadr City neighborhood say 6 people died and more than 12 were injured when an explosion hit a funeral yesterday. Overall, on the 5th anniversary of the fall of Baghdad, 23 people died and nearly 90 were hurt. Those deaths came despite a vehicle ban yesterday aimed at preventing unrest between Shia militia and Iraqi troops.
Who's paying for them?
Yeah, Doug Wright joining us now to talk a little bit about this. Americans are still essentially footing the bill for the reconstruction. Right. At the same time, we're paying record prices for oil, and we're talking about Iraq having $30 billion in oil revenue just sitting in U.S. banks.
Right.
What is the deal with that? How come they're not paying for some of this? Younger and with more hair.
Wow.
I'm just teasing.
I know. All right, Brainbender. We showed you Man U winning 1-0, 2-0 on aggregate, right? So in soccer, we use the word nil to express the number zero. Right. In tennis, we use the word love. Why on earth do we do that? Love. Why do we use love to express the number 0 in tennis?
You know, the Beatles said all you need is love.
Right.
True enough.
My dad always said it was because you were more interested in love than winning tennis, and it just became like kind of a story. And
Huh. Well, here are the 2 acceptable answers. The word comes from the French word œuf or l'œuf, meaning egg. Egg, l'œuf, meaning egg. An egg resembles a 0. L'œuf, love, l'œuf, love. There you go. L'œuf, love. That's what commonly accepted. The other one is a 17th century expression, play for love, meaning to play without any wager or for nothing. It is this meaning of nothing that love takes on when used in tennis. So either one is acceptable, and there's nothing for you right there.
There it is, right there.
Nothing. Nothing. But l'œuf, French for egg, egg resembling a 0, l'œuf, love, l'œuf. There you go.
There you go. And Greg, I know that oftentimes we sometimes make fun of Kerry for her lack of sports knowledge.
Well,
but you know what? She had an experience with her husband that proves that she does know a little something about sports now and then.
I'll make this story quick. We were flipping through the TV the other day. I saw Joe Torre in his LA uniform, and I said, my gosh, it's weird to see him in that. And my husband said, why? And I said, well, it's Joe Torre. And he said, so? And I looked at him and I said, do you know who Joe Torre is? He had no idea.
Wow.
No idea. So it's taken you 5 years, but I can now officially say I know more about sports than at least one other person.
I am so.
You should get a raise.
So proud of you, and I mean that. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. See you guys.
We'll see you.
All right.
And as that move suggests, this investigation is only getting bigger. It's also getting attention for people all across the nation. But the question is, what do Utahns think about what's going on there? An exclusive Dan Jones poll gives us a little bit of insight into that. Nicole Gonzalez has been looking over those results, joining us now with them. Is there anything surprising in there?